Don here. Okay, back again with another live stream, and I thought I saw something flying around there. I'm going to go back to work on my easy to boot SD card, and let me see if my minutes are weird over there on my preview. It says 210, and I'm at 49 seconds over here. So I don't know. Well, yesterday or the other day, I noticed the other day I had a bad stream and I stopped it and restarted it pretty quick. I wasn't in a hurry, just restarted it, but I completely stopped it here on OBS Studio and then started it again because it showed to be bad. It had a yellow line instead of a green line. If you've ever seen the preview, the live stream health thing on your YouTube page, I leave that open on my laptop so I can check it, right? So it actually saved that little blip, that little like 1 or 2 minute video, and put it on the beginning of the next stream. And I don't remember ever seeing that happen. So now I'm wondering, the last time I did a stream, I just went way too long, and I should have at least restarted the stream and rebooted everything. But I did 6 hours and something. Well, this machine finally just locked up, the one I'm streaming from. And I don't know if it was because it ran so long or because of what I was doing, but it locked up. So I'm wondering if it took those last little bit and stuck it on the front of this. We'll see. So, yeah. Okay, so my easy to boot stick, I'm always talking about it. I don't often show it. It's a little SD card. See if I can get it. I have to wait for it to show up in the camera. My preview is quite a bit behind what I'm doing, even on my computer. Anyway, a little micro SD, I think is what they call them. They go, the kind that fits your phones, is in a USB adapter. That's what I'm working with. And it should be on the picture there. I don't know what's going on with my preview. Sometimes it could be way off. Sometimes I can switch to desktop and switch back, and the camera will get back in sync. Let's see if it's any better now. Yeah, now it looks better. It's a little behind, but not real bad. So anyway, that's it. The SD card is in there, and I put tape on it because this one's prone to falling out, because this is actually a Strontium brand adapter, and the card is Wintec. This is 32 gigabyte card, and the Strontium cards that I bought, they're in my phones. So I have 2 Wintecs and 2 Strontiums. They've all worked really well, but the Strontiums came with a full-size USB adapter and a full-size SD card adapter and a USB adapter. Didn't even know they existed till I got those. And when I got those phones a couple of 3 years ago, I had not been using SD cards. I didn't have any I had one full-size. That's the only one I'd ever had. So, didn't know much, a lot about them. Anyway, one of them did quit working. One of the adapters quit working. And I kind of considered, well, am I having trouble with this one? But I don't think so, because it never gives any trouble otherwise. I just kept because I went through all that trouble yesterday of making a new, putting the easy to boot on here new, and got down to the point where I needed to defrag it, defrag my ISOs that I put on there. So they wouldn't boot. I tried to boot them, they wouldn't boot. And no matter what I tried, there's a little defrag app that came with it. I downloaded one and installed it on my Fedora D28 system. None of them kept getting permission denied, no matter what I did. And I could not change. This is what threw me for a big loop. I couldn't change permissions of this, not only the whole SD card, which you usually can't do a whole drive, but you can do all the files on the drive. I couldn't change permissions at all. I couldn't make them executable, the ones I needed to make executable. Let's see. Well, when I was building it, I got that worked out. But anyway, I couldn't change permissions, and I think that's the problem. And I think I was watching back through my video, and I think I see where I messed up. So I'm going to play back some of that video and see if I can show you what I'm talking about. I think the simplest way to do it. So I'm going to mute this mic and just let you hear the audio over there on the video. Whoops, clicked the wrong button there. Okay. Yeah, I need to make sure before I do any of that of actually, writing it. Well, I haven't even put it in there yet. Oh yeah, I didn't take it out. Okay, so let's take out this expansion drive so I can safely remove. What? Oh, it's busy. Cancel. You know, now what I'm sure is causing that is because even though I'm not, oh, I am still on the expansion drive. Oh, I expanded that onto the expansion drive. So we don't want this terminal opened up there. I messed up. This should have been in my regular downloads folder. So I was going to put it on here. So that needs to be copied, but that should be fine. Made a mistake. It's 518 megabytes. So that's a lot more than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be like 25 to 50 megabytes, you know, about 50 megabytes. It was XP. I don't think I'll run into a problem with that. If I did, I could run that update on it, you know. But now let's go back in here. Let's see. Put those equal. And go back in here and ISOs, docs, Linux utils. Now let's see if that one's executable. It's not executable, so now I have to do that again. I don't think I want to do I don't know what those .com files. I mean that they need to be executable in this case right now, you know, in this folder. Executable, okay. Now let's see. Yeah, executable. Okay, so now I should be able to unmount the Seagate drive. Oh, I still got that open from that folder. I have to open it from this folder, not that folder. Okay. Text, readme first text. Okay. Now this time it should work. Sometimes you actually have to close. Things you have to know. There. Things you have to know to operate. Okay. USB. Volume extra. And just go ahead and copy that again. I think I already have it in the clipboard, but do it. Okay, now let's look at those instructions again. Very I have this folder. Root privileges again. / and then we'll paste that in there. Okay. No such file or directory. Did that a while ago, didn't it? Thing wrong. You won't see. Could not. Let me try right clicking on it and say run. You won't see. Could not start it. Sometimes that happens. Yeah, there's no extra spaces in there or nothing. Let's see. Bash space and then do the same command. Well, now looks like it's going to work. Yeah. What's not allowed? Only letters, digits, and characters. Nothing weird in there. Reading state, done. Unable to locate package libs d66. Couldn't find any package by Rex. So-and-so. So it can't do it. Well, yeah, so it's mostly small files and stuff. You can do this from here. Let's use that repeat thing. Now I got to get mount new USB. Okay. It's there. So now I've got defrag fs space media don easy to boot space f, whatever, f fix, I guess. Okay, now permission denied. I forgot about that. Why is it saying permission denied? I don't think I can forbidden. When it's a drive like that, yes, it still says forbidden. I can try to change it, but I don't think I can do it without getting into Crusader root mode. Let's just try it and see. So long enough. I don't think it did anything. But let's try going into Crusader root mode. Oops. Save it. It was always figured out on the keyboard. Hacking. This being a drive, I don't know if I can. I think on others I'll just say view content. No, because I want to be able to put it in other machines and do whatever I need to do to it. Let's see if I can do that. I quit. It went away too quick, so I don't think so. Yeah. Only other thing I could do is try to just do all the files inside of there. Varying no change. Can rewrite and modify. Can rewrite and modify. There. Can rewrite and modify. Let's see if it can do that. Okay, looks like it's working. Now let's see if, say, that folder there is. It still says that. Oh, okay, so I went a little longer than I kind of planned, but probably you get the idea. It won't work. No, it didn't work. And yeah, I went so far, it's hard for me to so it's hard for me to I was listening to my playback to make sure everything was working properly again. I don't usually do that, turning off my mic and turning it back on. Okay, so but let's see if I can remember where I think I went wrong. Let me get into the folder, I think. Let's see. I'm going to go ahead and get into it on that side. And yeah, easy to boot, unzipped. And here, that's the thing. See, I unzipped it once on here. And that's only usable on the machine you do it on. I've ran into this before, file permission problems from doing that. And if you can remember back at the beginning there, that video, go back here. This is on my backup drive. Okay, so downloads, wrong downloads. I have to wait till it finishes. That was, oops. Can't type now. Okay, where are we? I don't know why. I can't hit the right keys. Let's see. In downloads. I think it'd be better if I was organized by, it's organized by extension now anyway. So organized by the newest ones. It'll put what I'm looking for out up there. Okay. Now, burn ISOs and images. Now, see, I've got it unzipped. In fact, I got it unzipped on there twice. Oh, because one's is a backup. I wonder, they must, oh, they're named different. Yeah, they're named different. So one's is a backup from this one over here that I did in my downloads folder, and the other one's the one I did while I had the backup drive plugged into the Bane 8 laptop, the one that I'm doing my previewing with. And okay, so I don't really need to save any of that. I just remembered, because I'll get in, you forget and you start using them and you get into these file permission problems, at least on SD cards. So I'm going to delete that one. And then I'm going to delete those two. Delete all. And hold down Control and Crusader. Well, if you have it set, I have it set to move them to trash by default. And if you hold down Control and hit delete on the keyboard, then it'll give you the option to, well, I mean, it's going to delete them if you do it. It's going to completely. It doesn't go to trash. So, you know, I've always used it just automatically going straight to trash, but there's a few times when I messed up and I wish I hadn't, I wish I hadn't deleted that file. So it turned out this newer version of Fedora 28 just happened to go default to move to trash. So I figured out, hey, that's better, So what I need to do is copy, what I should have done in the first place was copy that zip file off my backup drive onto the hard drive of the Bane 8. I can't do it I can't even make it in here in Fedora 28. I kept getting all kinds of errors with running the commands and everything. And I guess there's a couple of things on their website. One of them, it says it needs to be an ext2, 3, or 4 partition, and this is running in an LVM. But, I saw in gparted or something that it's actually called, let's look on here and see. It's actually showing up in gparted as an ext4, even though it's inside of an LVM. So I never paid that much attention, about all that. Never really needed to. But let's see if I can clear that up in my mind, because that's something, well, at this point with this thing, I need to know that. So let's see, FSDA, that's what I'm running off of here. This is my system. I may have to plug that USB stick in there. Just, what is it I want to know? Oh, okay, that's what I want to know. Okay, see, it's ext4 boot. Well, that's just a 1 GB boot partition. This is where the rest of my system is now. It used to have another ext4 for root and then an LVM for home. Now they put root and home on inside the LVM. Now, if I look at the information, see, it just calls it an LVM PV. I don't remember where I was or how I was looking at it, but I saw, maybe it was in that other application, the other part, disk application. See, it shows up just LVM. And if I go to my backup drive, for instance, it has an unknown Microsoft Reserve partition, a hidden partition for the, help to make that, make this Seagate backup drive work. It's really just like it's a laptop hard drive inside a box, but it's set up as an NTFS and it works good. And so I've left it like that. I was originally going to take it out and put it in this Lenovo i5 and use it as a system drive and a backup drive, but I decided that it worked so well and it wrote fast, and I can plug it into Windows systems too, because if I'd have formatted it, anything but any other, like ext4 or whatever, what I was thinking of doing, then you can't write to it from a Windows system. You can, like an ext2 or 3, if you have some programs to help you do that, but it's kind of fiddly and I think it's kind of slow at writing. But anyway, I decided I like being able to plug it into other machines, and so I want to keep it just a backup drive. So anyway, this one, NTFS, basic data partition, that's my backup drive. So that's how they show up in there. Let's see how they show up in the disk app. This is it. That's the wrong one. It's that one. You think Disk Manager would be the one, but it's the one that's just called Disks. Okay, this is my hard drive. See, that's what I was just talking about. There's a little boot partition. This is the rest of it. It's the A2, and it just shows up as, one drive until, I don't remember. Well, I do know you can see it in my LVM editing program on my Fedora 14 system, and that program, as far as I hadn't been able to find it again, so I don't think it's available anymore. You could see them, probably the division of them in like the terminal if you could get the right commands, but that's so dangerous. I'm scared to even mess with it. I did try. I downloaded some apps, and they didn't help you. You had to know what you were doing. So let's see. So there's my backup drive. Okay, so yes, that's one reason why I wouldn't. But I don't now remember when I was watching back through my video. There's my swap drive. Here is my that's the home. See, home. 191 gigabytes and root. They do show up separately there. Okay. Lenovo i5 root. So that's a separate view of these things within the LVM. 54 gigabyte. That was created. I let that, Fedora 28 installer and a Conda installer do that automatically. Yeah, I don't see any. Oh, there it is, right there. Contents, ext4. So I guess inside of the LVM, you can still make them, be in the ext4, 2, 3, or whatever. The logical volume, you can still make them whatever. So they're ext4. So in theory, I shouldn't have been getting any of those errors with writing to this thing and building it in here. But I finally gave up. Oh, because it's a 64-bit system. That's why I was hung up. This is a 64-bit system. Well, easy to boot only works on a 32-bit system. So after going around and around, I tried to install some 32-bit support files and stuff. I couldn't get it to work. That came with it, I finally put it on the Dell 600 laptop that's running Domain 8 32-bit, because it's a 32-bit system anyway. It can't run. Let's see, that's the backup drive. Let's get off of that. Hit enter, I thought. There, I guess I didn't. So I tried. I don't like to leave my file manager. Well, I got in that habit because I used to, if I hit delete, it deleted, on the keyboard. And now I'm not doing it that way, but still, I don't want to actually delete something on my back. Stay in my home directory unless I need to be in there. So let's get out of that now. What I guess I'm going to have to do, go back just to the camera for a minute while I'm thinking this through. Okay, so I have to do it on the laptop. All right. So now in order for me to show that, my stream is bad. Dadgummit. So in order for me to show that, see if it comes back up. But usually I have to restart and everything to get it to come back up to a good stream. And I rebooted my router and my modem before I started too. It's not bad. It's just yellow. There's green, yellow, and then red. So it's probably lagging. So what I guess I'll do, what I'm going to have to do is get remote desktop turned on KRFB turned on the laptop. So I'll just do that. I'll stop the stream, do that, and then come back with a new stream, because that's fiddly junk that don't necessarily have to be showed anyway. And just since that's happening, I'll do that. So I wasn't planning on separating them out. And I'll get this on there. I'll have remote desktop up and running, and plug this in, and then I'm just going to redo the thing. But this time I'm going to put that zip file on the laptop, and then I'll extract the files to the laptop. Instead of what I had done is copy them from the already extracted from the backup drive to the laptop, and I think that's where I jacked up the file permissions. I think that's the problem. I hope. If I'm wrong about that, then I've still got more. There is some information on the website saying different things that do happen with SD cards and how to try to get around it. So it's evidently not uncommon for it to have problems. So I'm just going to stop this stream like it was. All it is, I guess this portion of the stream is finished, and I'll come back in a few minutes, and hopefully everything will be green and good to go on the stream. All right, I'll be back.